Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today we'll be going to PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, Texas. This is day one before the show actually starts. So you can see right here, plant foldies, I am making my way down to Dallas. Please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself, as well as give me a follow on my Instagram page at GrowFold if you have any questions about the plant or anything that I'm featuring on my YouTube channel. And for those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome. My name is Richie, and I typically do daily 1-hour plant shopping videos, but today is a special episode because I will be attending PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, Texas. I am so excited. And as you can see right here, I woke up super early to go film this content. It is about 5:30 in the morning as I am driving down the Dallas North Tollway. I am based out in North Dallas, so it is a bit of a drive for me to get to the Dallas Market Hall, which is where PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, Texas is happening. But before we get into that, I wanted to share some super exciting news. So for those that have been following my YouTube channel, you already know that I absolutely love Aglaonema, and I wanted to showcase this book that I collaborated with Art Garden Flowers. This is Aglaonema, Indonesia's Jewel, and this is a special book that we will be publishing and having readily available for those that absolutely love Aglaonema. PlantCon 2025 has several Aglaonema varieties, and whenever I spoke to a lot of the vendors, they actually mentioned how this particular plant is really underrated. But hopefully this book, which my friend Harry is the author of this book in conjunction with Mr. Benz of Aglomart 88 on Instagram, you can see all of the beautiful Indonesian hybrids. So this book is a special book because it is one of the first books that will be published in English. And what's even more exciting is all of these plants, these Aglaonema hybrids, can be bought through artgarden.flowers. You can send them an Instagram message, or there is a QR code that you can actually scan in this book and actually get these plants delivered straight from Indonesia to your doorstep. And they make it super easy. So there is a blurb with me in this book as well. And I am just really happy to be part of this collaboration. I know that we will be visiting Art Garden Flowers booth at this episode, but I did want to showcase this, and you can hit the pause button and scan this QR code if you are interested in purchasing plants shipped directly from Indonesia to your doorstep. So definitely check this out. I am so excited, and I want to utilize this episode and this platform today to showcase the beautiful book. I finally made it to the Dallas Market Hall, which is where PlantCon Dallas actually happened. And you can see right here, it is about 6:30 in the morning when I first got to the venue. And this is actually one of the first times where I was able to be given access to go here before any of the actual shoppers, guests coming in to actually buy these plants. So there's not as many people here, but this gives you guys a good glimpse of what it looks like to go to a plant show such as PlantCon, where you can see vendors doing some last minute arrangements, and you can see that there are going to be several plants here. I am just really excited to showcase today's video because you are getting an inside glimpse, or at least a detailed walkthrough of some of the vendors and plants that are going to be at PlantCon 2025 in Dallas. So as you can see right here, it is super early. I would say the venue, the Dallas Market Hall, was super large, so there was plenty of space to move around. And just a huge shout out to the PlantCon team, especially to Carolina and Britt for having us put together the Creator Collective, which is a new team formed by PlantCon of all of the plant content creators. So there was a diverse selection of individuals, and I am super honored to be part of the Creator Collective. The Creator Collective is actually a bunch of individuals that they chose. So I actually applied for the position, and I was really thankful that they chose me to actually make content for the PlantCon team, the PlantCon organization. So as I walk through here and show you the walkthrough of what it looks like to go to a plant show before guests are actually let in, I did want to just talk about the Creator Collective. Again, you will be seeing our intro blurbs. So shout out to all of my Creator Collective peers. It was so much fun getting to know these individuals, and you will definitely see future collabs from each other. And you know, that's what makes PlantCon so much fun. It's not only the plants, but the individuals that you meet, the good vibes only that you get from so many different types of individuals, the diversity of all of these people. I just love the fact that we are celebrating that diversity, and you will definitely see some amazing content coming out from all of us. I know that my content is typically long format content, so you will definitely see more of my YouTube videos as opposed or compared to some of my Creative Collective peers, where they will be doing some more of the short format content. And that's really what makes the team amazing, because you get different takes on creative ways to present PlantCon 2025 in Dallas. And so you are going to meet some of my peers in just a moment as they do their intro videos here.
Hello y'all, my name is Eric the Plant Ninja. I am from Dallas, Texas. You can find me on TikTok at Eric the Plant Ninja, or on Instagram at the Plant Ninja Travels. The plants that I really enjoy are alocasias. They're just like some of my absolute favorite plants because they're the gift that keeps on giving. I can have as many alocasias as I want after I've already bought one, so that just makes me incredibly happy. PlantCon, I love PlantCon. PlantCon makes me happy because of a sense of community, and it's a judgment-free zone. I can be as geeky with plants as I possibly want, and everybody's like, yeah, absolutely. You be as geeky as you want with as many plants as you want, and do what you want with your plants. And I get to learn education. I get to learn what other people do with their plants to grow them and succeed with their plant journey. It's just amazing. So yeah, that's my whole thing with PlantCon, and I can't wait for next year. I'm so sad that 2025 is over and there's no more PlantCons, but there's always next year. We're gonna have 6, so looking forward to that. And that's it. Bye.
Hello guys, this is Boy Gardening. My name is Nigel. You can find me on all socials at Boy Gardening, and also my website boygardening.com. I'm reporting live from PlantCon Dallas. We are just wrapping up this very amazing event. I bought so many plants, but especially anthuriums because that is my favorite. I'm also a breeder, hybridizer, and seller of anthuriums. So if you're interested, you can follow me on social and also visit my website. I'm just so thankful to be part of PlantCon and also the Creative Collective. And I hope that you guys can also join us for in-person events when we hit your city. The next one's gonna be in LA in February of 2026. So I cannot wait to see you guys there. Bye.
What up, mi gente? It's Fidel the Pond Don here. I am coming on just to say that I had such an amazing weekend with all of the Creator Collective team. I really was so happy that we all were just able to vibe and get along, and we were just all riding the same frequency all weekend. You can find me on all socials at Fidel the Pond Don across all social media: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I started growing in semi-hydro a while back ago because I just did not have success growing in soil, and I have collected about every single plant that you can think of, every genus, but my favorite 3 genuses are for sure begonias, anthuriums, and philodendrons. I was so excited to be a part of this really amazing team. Each and every single one of you, I just felt at home with you guys, and I cannot wait for the next one, and I can't wait to see everybody's success. Love you guys. Love and light.
Hi plant friends, my name is Shatara Robinson and I'm your favorite plant auntie. This year for PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, it was so amazing to be chosen as one of the creator collective to be able to bring lots of fun content to you all. I got to meet a bunch of amazing people, a bunch of other great creators, and of course shop as well. So some of my favorite plants right now always going to be monsteras, philodendrons, and alocasias are always going to be up my alley. You can find me on TikTok at plant.auntie.
Hello everybody, my name is Peyton. I go by Peyton the Plant Caregiver on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and I make plant care and education videos. I am traveling all the way from Phoenix, Arizona to Dallas, Texas to be part of the very first Creator Collective. At PlantCon, I am most looking forward to finding the deals because I am a budget queen. Also, of course, connecting with all of my fellow plant friends, fellow creators, and maybe, just maybe, Richie can convince me to get my first aglaonema. We'll see. Love you, girl foldies, and I hope you love everything you see from us at PlantCon.
Hey plant foldies, this is Richie at Growfolds. My social media is at Growfolds. As you know, I do daily 1-hour plant shopping videos at YouTube, and you can see right here I am part of the Creative Collective, which is a group of individuals that will be creating content for PlantCon 2025. So you can see this is my episode, and I'm super thankful to have met all of the Creative Collective individuals that made little segments to introduce themselves. So I hope you will support all of their social media as well as their content. I love doing big box or plant shopping videos, but also highlighting local and small businesses out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So you already know, plant foldies, I will be featuring many vendors, local and international. And if you're gonna ask me what my favorite plant is, you already know it is aglaonema. Hashtag popularize aglaonema. I need everybody to get excited about that, but more so, let's just get excited about the fact that we are about to see tons and tons of Dallas PlantCon 2025 footage. So let me know in the comment section what you think. Please press the thumbs up or like button for this video. And now we're gonna go to our main event and go on with this walkthrough. I'll see you guys. And there you have it, plant foldies. That is the Creator Collective. We are the first team of individuals for PlantCon to be formed to make all of this content. So you can see right here, plant foldies, I am just walking around here and showing you all of these setups of the vendors. And what's exciting about a lot of these vendors and being able to just walk in when there are no guests walking around is that you can freely just walk and see all of the hard work that's placed into making these booths for all of us to go plant shopping. You know, I have actually been to many plant cons. I remember going to the Houston Plant Con last year, the Dallas Plant Con last year, as well as Orlando. I meant to go to the New York City Plant Con, but that just really wasn't in the works. My flight was canceled on my way to the airport. But alas, I am still really excited to have made it to the Houston Plant Con this year. And to end out this year, I am actually finishing my Plant Con journey in Dallas. It's just really exciting to just walk around and really see the Dallas market represent all of the wonderful local vendors as well as the international vendors and many vendors throughout the country. And you know, PlantCon has really grown. This organization has really grown, and I love the fact that all of these vendors always come together with so many amazing plants. So here's the thing about going to a plant show such as PlantCon 2025. As I just walk around here and show you all of the vendors, or at least the majority of vendors that set up before the show, things to consider whenever you are going to a amazing show like this is, number one, make sure you have a wagon or something to haul your plants around if you are planning to buy a lot of plants. Number two, set yourself some feasible budget, because because you know what, if you do not have a unfeasible budget, you are definitely going to overspend, which is okay, I would suppose, because we want to bring in a lot of sales for all of these individual vendors. And then just number 3, make sure you are canvassing and really checking out all of your options. While yes, it is exciting to find that particular plant, you want to compare and contrast some of the pricings that each vendor has, because there are many options. I just remember when I first went to PlantCon, my first time, the first vendor I saw, I literally spent pretty much all of my money buying up the plants. And then there's just so many vendors to check out. And then just, number 4, don't overwhelm yourself with feeling like you have to go through each booth and rush through it. Take your time, enjoy the moment, look at the plants, admire the plants, have conversations with not only the vendors, but put yourself out there and actually introduce yourself. I know that whenever I was making content for PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, I was just able to meet so many individuals, and I was able to just really celebrate the local Dallas plant vendors. And I will say that me being based out in North Dallas, a lot of the local plant vendors I've known because I'm very close to the Dallas-Fort Worth plant community. It is a very strong, close-knit plant community, and that's what it is all about. With plants, yes, there are some rare and uncommon plants, but at the end of the day, the most value you're going to get whenever you go to a plant show like PlantCon is the individuals and the relationships you form and the friendships you make with all of the people that love plants. And you can see right over here, one of my favorite booths. This is the Classy Rabbit booth. This is a local small business based out in McKinney, Texas. I have heavily promoted Classy Rabbit soil because I absolutely love Classy Rabbit soil. Shout out to Nate, the team, Parker, for really having a really unique looking booth. I really love the setup. I love the porta potty that's been retired as a photo booth. So I actually took photos there, but you can see right here, they are selling lots of soil. Classy Rabbit soil is amazing. It is 100% naturally sourced ingredients, really beneficial in really producing strong roots for your plants, fast draining, and very much so cost effective in terms of a high quality soil. So that is one vendor that I definitely want to highlight. But as you can see right here, Plant Foldies, the chaos has not started, or I would say the exciting chaos hasn't started, because, as I'm walking through this plant show, you can see that there are no shoppers, there are no guests shopping around here. It is literally all of the booths that we have available, and you can just see lots and lots of different types of plants. And so I'm just going to continue to walk around here. If you made it this far into the video, Plant Foldies, you already know, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely pushes this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And if you have the option to press the hype button, hype this video up, because I really want this video to reach to many plant lovers, because we all need to showcase PlantCon organization, because why not? I mean, look at this. This is one of the largest plant shows in the United States, and I really hope for those that travel internationally, you are able to attend PlantCon International. I mean, you can see right here the La Costa Plants vendor. Look at this booth, super organized. And why I am super excited about being able to just walk around freely with nobody running around is, number one, I love to film walkthrough videos where I am highlighting the businesses, the plants, and being able to give you insights about the plants. But one thing I do want to respect is really people's privacy in terms of just being in a public setting. I try not to get a lot of people in the actual videos, because not everybody is comfortable in actually being part of a YouTube video or just content in general. So I try to be cognizant about people's privacy. For those that have been following my YouTube channel, you already know that I've done pretty much faceless YouTube, where I was never really showing my face behind the camera. I really wanted to separate my social media presence from my regular day-to-day life. But you know, there was a calling at some point in time. I figured that I would do a face reveal, and so now you can see me on my videos, which is super exciting. So I did want to just say thank you to those that have continued to follow me. Thank you for the kindness, and hopefully as we do this early before the show starts video at PlantCon, know that I have several hours at PlantCon long format videos that I'm intending to upload on YouTube. So this is a part of the mini series that I have for PlantCon Dallas, just because again, being part of the creator collective, I really did want to present something a little bit different, and that is a long format YouTube content, so you can actually get this walkthrough. But as you can see right here, there are beautiful setups. I would just say beautiful setups that would get you excited. I would even say that I feel like I'm a VIP because I was able to just walk around and see these plants, because once they let the general admission tier come in, which is at 10 o'clock that day that PlantCon happened, it was complete chaos in a good way, because everybody was just rushing through to look at these plants. I mean, you can see right here, cultivar, for instance, is one of my favorite plant businesses, just because number one, it is a Filipino-based business, Filipino-American-based business. Shout out to my kababayans. For those that don't know, I am actually a proud Filipino-American. I love to celebrate my heritage, and it's quite interesting that the majority of these plants really do come from Southeast Asia, especially these rare and uncommon variegated plants. And you already know Plantfoldi's Art Garden Flowers is a Indonesian nursery that has an air cargo service. And you can see that I do a lot of shopping through this business, because look at this. If you want plants from overseas at a cost-effective value, you must shop Art Garden Flowers. And I love the fact that Riki and the team have actually innovated their packing. So they actually have a really nice plastic dome around the plants, which actually protects the plants even more so. It holds a little bit more humidity and moisture. And you can just see that these plants that we're looking at Art Garden Flowers have actually traveled 10,000 miles to Dallas, Texas, and it still looks pristine. Now, Variegated Ventures is another booth that I will actually feature. That is the booth that my ate Rose, she's another Filipino American that is the CEO of that particular booth and business, and I love it. And you can see right here, it's just nice to be able to see a lot of these booths. And you can see right here, the bonsai supply. So I'm an actual official affiliate of it. Use my promo code GROWFOLDS for 10% off your entire purchase on thebonsai-supply.com. Shout out to the Bonsai Supply for having me be an official affiliate for it, and you can get some amazing bonsai soil. They've got a succulent mix that they recently produced, and we're going to go into more detail of that. But the purpose of today's video so far is to just give you a walkthrough where you can see a lot of these vendors and how they've set up their plants before. Several people are in the background buying up these plants. Like you can see right here, look at these different types of plumeria. We've got a variegated plumeria. We've got a plumeria that looks like a ficus elastica. And then we have a neon plumeria, which I have never seen. Now, with plumerias, again, they are succulent type plants. They definitely need a lot of light, full sun at best. If you're going to grow them indoors, you're definitely going to need to grow them under a grow light. But you can see right here, this particular vendor has some amazing grafted cactus and just many other plants to really choose from. And that's the reason why we really need to get everybody to a plant con. I know next year they have, I think, 6 plant cons. scheduled, so I'm hoping to be able to continue to do these walkthrough videos and give you my commentary on a lot of the vendors. So we're just going to keep going ahead and walking through these vendors. Feel free to leave in the comments section, plant foldies, what you think so far of the pre-show or the opening portion of PlantCon 2025 in Dallas. I just love being able to take my time and walk through here. And, you know, for me, considering the fact that I woke up at 5 in the morning on that past Saturday and then drove down here, it took about 45 minutes to get down. Thankfully, the Dallas North Tollway isn't as busy, obviously, because there's not any traffic, and I was able to get here before the general public was able to let in. And what you'll notice whenever you are going to an international plant show like this, especially when you don't have any people coming in and shopping, is that there are so many plants to look at. This one is plantstop.us. So this is actually a broker that brings in a lot of plants from Indonesia. You have seen some of my previous content where I do unboxing for greenspaces.id. So you can get a lot of your plants through plantstop.us. They are often seen at many of these major plant shows throughout the United States, and you can get some really cost-effective, budget-friendly plants. They range from different types of aroids, Hoyas, Aglaonemas, for instance, philodendrons, monsteras. They will have it at a very cost-effective plant price. Now, here's the thing about getting plants from overseas. You will notice that all of these plants are actually in sphagnum moss. You know, getting plants from overseas, you can't have foreign soil. So there is a very meticulous process in getting those plants actually imported. And I will talk about it more so when I feature plantstop.us in another episode of Dallas PlantCon. But right now I'm just doing a walkthrough. And you can see Veronica's Home Garden. So Veronica's Home Garden is a local DFW Dallas-based vendor. And Veronica's Home Garden is amazing because not only does she have plants that are cost-effective and budget-friendly, she has t-shirts, plant accessories, 3D printed planters, and I just really love the vibe. If you've ever gone to a plant swap or a plant show out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Veronica's Home Garden is often seen. Please make sure you are following her as well on Instagram, and look it right here. This is the first of many Aglaonema we are going to be finding at PlantCon 2025. Such a beautiful plant, and I know some of you guys, especially the ones that are not necessarily plant foldies or somebody that watches my content regularly, hopefully you don't get tired of me talking about Aglaonemas, because truth be told, I utilize these platforms to really hashtag popularize Aglaonema. We have so many plant influencers, and what's really interesting about the creator collective is we all have our own niche in terms of what kind of content we create, what kind of plants we're into, the way we pace ourselves in making content. It is all going to be there, and that is a really brilliant idea. And hopefully PlantCon International organization will really see the value of just having independent plant content creators. I really love being part of it. And if you already know and heard his music, Rocco Elliott is in the building. He actually had a plant booth as well where he sold t-shirts and his merchandise. What an amazing individual. And what I really love about Rocco is he sticks to his most authentic self, and I just really want to continue to cheer him on. He's got some amazing plant themed music, and you know, why not? Why not make content that is a little bit more unique? So shout out to Rocco, and I was able to get a selfie with him. And if you did not see the live stream that I did while I was at PlantCon, definitely check it out because I was busting a move. I love dancing. Y'all already know that. And I just love the fact that I was able to go face on with my content now. But as you can see right here, I am just walking around showing you more of these plants. Blooming House Botanicals is another Dallas-based vendor, and I've seen them even at like local small plant swaps. And that's the thing that made I would say Dallas Plant Con so exciting is because Dallas vendors, the Dallas plant community came out and represented. So kudos to all the Dallas vendors. You already know who you are, and I will continue to showcase your plants. Now, a lot of this first episode is really going to be more about just a walkthrough. I'm not necessarily going to pick up plants and show you and talk about the plants like my quintessential plant content. But at the same time, I did want to give you an interesting inside glimpse, a backstage pass to what a plant show looks like before people go into the show. Bare root botanicals. Now, if you love bare root botanicals as much as I do, you will see why right now, because bare root botanicals has so many beautiful plants ranging from many different types of aroids, whether it's philodendron, monsteras, Hoyas, rare Hoyas, anthuriums. They've got it, and they've got it for such a good price. I also love bare root botanicals set up for their booths. I remember seeing them at PlantCon in Orlando. And if you look at this, Classy Rabbit Soil is in the house. And we talk about Classy Rabbit Soil. Shout out to the Classy Rabbit team. Shout out to McKinney, Texas for having a local small business like Classy Rabbit reaching the pool of many different vendors. And take a look at this variegated Philodendron squamiferum. I need this plant. I know that we talk about, plants not necessarily having to be a variegated plant in order for them to have value. But this is so beautiful. And whenever you go to PlantCon or any type of plant show like this, you're going to see so many variegated plants. There is a booth later on in another episode of mine featuring PlantCon. It's like, where can you find a green plant? Everything was variegated. But bare root botanicals, look at all of these variegated alocasia. And we talked about alocasias, specifically variegated alocasias, as being a trending plant. I still believe that it is, but the good thing about variegated alocasia is that they have become a little bit more cost effective. Now, this is what I find quite interesting. So these are Thai caladiums, and I remember going through Etsy and seeing Thai caladiums for a lot of money. These are only for $30, and what I love about Thai caladiums is that they have a very interesting look about them. I've noticed that a lot of vendors, especially vendors that get a lot of their plants from overseas, are starting to feature these. Truth be told, call me crazy, maybe I'm just overzealous about colorful plants that are somewhat underrated. Caladiums. These Thai caladiums may become a trend next year or are already starting to trend. Take a look at this beautiful plant here. Now, as far as caladiums, they are a very thirsty plant. They definitely don't like to be in full sun, so you need to put them in an area where they get bright indirect light. And in terms of keeping them indoors, it is a bit of a challenge because number one, they can be a little bit more spider mite prone when brought indoors. Number two, they need a warm environment. So if it gets cold, it triggers the caladiums to go dormant. And then three, you need to just make sure that you are providing them with a lot of bright indirect light in order for them to maintain their active growth. Otherwise, especially with fall, winter coming around, these caladiums will end up going dormant. So Bare Root Botanicals has these Thai caladiums, and I find that super exciting. And I just love the fact that they were so kind to talk to me about just their booth, what plants they have. And I love the fact that they have made many trips to Thailand and have so many friends. So they're able to source out all of these gorgeous plants. And I would say in terms of getting plants from overseas, it has become even easier now for us to get access to these plants. Does that mean that we don't go through a middle person such as a nursery in the United States or a vendor? Not necessarily, but if you are looking to find some really good variegated plants like this variegated Philodendron Billetiae, you can still find it at a booth from Bare Root Botanicals. Notice how they have all of these different products. I love the fact that a lot of these booths, especially Bare Root Botanicals, reminds you of a small brick and mortar shop. And we're going to go ahead and spin around here and just really look at some of the other plants. Notice how they have so many amazing variegated philodendrons, a lot of philodendron hybrids, and that's the new trend, or has been trending for at least 2025, is having a lot of crosses in between philodendrons, especially variegated philodendrons. So we're seeing a lot of like variegated Philodendron Florida Beauty crossed with Mayoi, for instance. And so for me, these different types of crosses within philodendrons, it's going to be quite interesting to see what the mature leaf looks like. So as you can see right here, anthuriums, and let's talk about anthuriums because the next vendor after Bare Root Botanicals that I'll feature, you will see some phenomenal anthuriums. Again, shout out to Caleb's Tropicals. That is a local Dallas-based plant vendor, anthurium hybridizer. If you haven't already, please check out my houseplant tour that's on this YouTube channel about these anthuriums. But as you can see right here, look at all of these different types of anthuriums, and I never really thought that I would get into anthuriums, but I am ready for it. I am ready to start collecting anthuriums. I really like Anthurium dorayaki breeds. I also like, I like, Anthurium luxurians, things of that nature. Some of them more like classic anthuriums, but as you can see right here, Bare Root Tropicals has it together. Now, some people are a little bit weary in terms of like anthuriums, whether they are a little bit finicky or not, but after talking to my friend Caleb of Caleb Tropicals, he has really demystified how easy anthuriums can be. I think it's really conducive to the kind of substrate you put them in. So for me, if you're gonna ask me where I'm growing my anthuriums, I am now growing them in perlite. Yes, perlite. Anyways, as you can see right here, Bare Root Tropicals also has all of these different types of Hoyas right over here, and you can see that they have so many different variegated plants. I mean, the name of the game, I would say, whenever you go to PlantCon is how many plants can you find that are variegated? How many plants can you find that are not variegated? You have a plant for everybody. And if you're looking for Hoyas and you're a Hoya head, this is the one vendor that I would recommend shopping at. Please follow this particular vendor's Instagram because of all of the amazing plants right here. But Bare Root Botanicals, I really love them, and they do get their plants from around the world. They are definitely offering some of the best plants that are offered throughout the international scene, and it's just really nice to see that they have made another appearance. Here is another amazing booth. This one is Midnight Garden by Hoffman High. I really love his anthurium selections. He is definitely worldwide, internationally famous, or at least in my opinion, because he has some amazing hybrids. And when it comes to anthuriums, one thing that I've learned is it's not always necessarily about the plant's appearance, but maybe the lineage and just the potential to create hybrids. And so now I understand the beauty of anthuriums. A lot of people are really getting into hybridizing and crossing different types of anthurium hybrids, and Midnight Garden is one that I remember meeting him in Houston and seeing his gorgeous anthurium. So I just wanted to walk around here and show you the different types of anthuriums. Unfortunately, I am not versed in the anthuriums, but I would love to at least showcase the different crosses he has. He has some variegated anthuriums, and you can see he's got a lot of little baby starter seedlings, and that's the thing I should really wanted to showcase in this particular booth. Actually based out in Australia and Singapore, but often makes it to many international plant shows. And again, this is the reason why I am so happy to be able to go to a plant show such as PlantCon. This show is actually growing at an exponential rate, and I hope to continue to showcase all of the amazing vendors. When it comes down to it, not only is content creation about maybe the content creator and our lens, but also for me, it's just really important to showcase the beautiful plants since I'm doing plant content, but even more so just the people behind the plants. And Hai, he is amazing. He is one that you can talk to about anthuriums, and I just love the fact that he is super passionate about these plants. Know that all of these anthuriums he grows himself, crosses, and has readily available. I love the fact that these plants, now that I've really gotten to talk to some of these anthurium hybridizers, I see that these are living works of art. I talk about aglaonemas all the time, and with aglaonemas, they are a little bit more challenging in terms of hybridizing. I think the process is going to take a lot longer versus maybe anthuriums where you have a little bit more leeway in terms of the timing. But if you go to PlantCon, you can see that there are many vendors that do sell anthuriums, but what makes this particular booth special is that these are his hybrids. Later on in this video, and hopefully you guys continue to watch and engage in this video, you will also see Caleb's Tropicals, which is a Dallas-based anthurium hybridizer. But for Hoffmanii Hai, he is awesome. I wish him the best of luck, and I hope that he continues to grow his brand and his amazing anthuriums. Plant foldies, leave in the comment section below and let me know what you think about these anthuriums. Have you bought any of these plants from him specifically? I would love to own some of his crosses and hybrids. So for a future plant con, and I hope that I am invited to be part of the creator collective again, I will definitely buy another anthurium. So you can see right here, I am about to walk to Peta's Planters. So Peta's Planters is a local Dallas-based plant shop. One of my favorite plant shops that I've often talked about. She actually has two booths. One booth is specifically for Hoya. So shout out to Shauna and the team that are actually watching the Hoya booth. This is a full-fledged Hoya head's dream, just to see a whole booth just featuring Hoyas. So definitely follow Peta's Planters on Instagram. They do live selling events on Thursdays, and if you are looking to get some rare and uncommon Hoyas for a cost-effective price, y'all already know that I will send you guys to buy plants from Peta's Planters. She can ship nationwide. And then you can see right over here, we even have some roasted coffee. And me starting my day off here at PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, I definitely needed some caffeine. I mean, can you believe the hustle is real, y'all? 6 a.m. start time. I'm already filming plants for y'all. Mike's Nursery. So this is one of the premier nurseries. If you are a lover of uncommon variegated plants, especially variegated Monstera sports, you have already heard of Mike's Nursery. At the PlantCon in Orlando, I happened to get some amazing aglaonema, but you can see right here, you are already going to be treated with all of these variegated plants. And that's the thing about PlantCon. It is how many plants can you find that are variegated. I mean, if you think of a plant, there's probably a variegated version of it, and you can find it at PlantCon. Mike's Nursery is a Florida-based nursery, and this is another booth that I absolutely love. You can see right over here, we've got different types of variegated philodendron crosses, definitely different types of Monstera, and I definitely want to see more of these types of plants readily available. Now, the pricing is a little bit more on the higher side, but again, if you're looking for like rare and uncommon collectible plants, I would even still say that these prices are within the range of what you would pay for. I mean, take a look at this Monstera here. It's got some like minty veining on it, and look at this philodendron Orange Princess. I really love this one as well, and this one is only, I think, for $30, which is a really good price. Orange variegation or coloration on aroids, especially philodendrons, is something that becomes more of a trend, or at least I think it is starting to really trend. I know a lot of people are into pink variegation, but the orange is a little bit more uncommon. And take a look at this. Look at this Monstera. It's got like textured and veining. And Mike's Nursery. I would love to be able to tour Mike's Nursery someday in Florida. This one is for $1,000, this particular Monstera. I don't know the plant ID, so if you know specifically what that particular Monstera is, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section with a timestamp. And I do encourage anybody that is watching my PlantCon coverage for Dallas, Texas, to definitely press the subscribe button with all the notification bell on, because this is going to be episode 1 of many hours of footage. So if you're really wanting to see this long format content featuring PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, definitely press the subscribe button with all the notification bell on so you don't miss it. But as you can see right here, we are just looking at Mike's nursery, and I mean, look at this. Look at this Tomathophyllum. Look at how gorgeous the variegation is. Now, if I had all of the money in the world, I would definitely invest in some of these plants right here. These plants are definitely for the rare collector plants, and I love the fact that these plants are super healthy, high variegation. I mean, a philodendron, red Congo marble. So it's got a different type of variegation on it. It's got that marbling look. And then you can see right here, we've got an Epipremnum giganteum variegated right over here. And it looks like they've got a highly variegated Rhaphidophora tetrasperma in the back. And take a look at this Homolamena mutation. So not only are the leaves mutated, it almost looks like a mature or semi-mature leaves of an enjoy pothos. Beautiful Homolamena. I love the maroon stems, but I also love the cream variegation. You know, Homolamenas is something I haven't really delved into. Now, I've been told that they're a little bit more of a challenging plant to grow. And when you think about all of the plants that you see at PlantCon, you also have to kind of think about what kind of plants do you want to collect? What time do you have to invest in the plants? Because for me, as you've seen me do big box or plant shopping videos, I really lean toward more easy care, beginner friendly plants. But if you're going to PlantCon like this, you are going to be exposed to some highly variegated plants, some super rare plants, and plants that are a little bit more trending. Sometimes these plants are a little bit more challenging to grow unless you have the time to invest. Now look at this Thai Caladium hybrids. Like I said earlier, bare rooted botanicals actually has some of these, but look at this particular Thai hybrid Caladium. Should I get one eventually? Let me know in the comments section below. I would love to get some more of those Thai hybrids. And of course, I am glad that Mike's nursery also carries Aglaonema. So this is the Aglaonema airplane, or that's the more common name. It's basically a variegated silver bay Aglaonema. This one is a beautiful one, and I remember getting a large form of these Aglaonema airplane from PlantCon Orlando. But you can see right here, Aglaonema airplane. If you are not into Aglaonemas, you are going to be exposed to them. You will learn how passionate I am about these Aglaonemas. So please post your Aglaonema on Instagram or your socials and use the hashtag popularize Aglaonema. But as you can see right here, beautiful aeroids from Mike's nursery. Please follow him as well on Instagram because he's got some amazing posts. And you know, as far as the selection of plants that he has, take a look at these Anthurium hybrids. And you know, the thing I will say about Anthuriums, my commentary is you are going to be looking at the very small nuances that we have for these Anthuriums, whether it's the veining, the velvety textures, all of the things that make them living works of art. Now take a look at these Syngoniums right over here. Look at this Syngonium. I don't know the particular Syngonium plant ID, but it is definitely a very unique one. It's got some really nice pale color about it, and this one is only for $25. Now with Syngoniums, typically they are very easy to grow. Some Syngoniums are very rapid growers. Some of them are a little bit more on the slower side, but in terms of the success rate in being able to propagate Syngoniums, you can take cuttings and you can root them in water, and you have a higher success rate for that. So for me, if you are ever going to think about buying a Syngonium that's a little bit more pricey, know that you can get a return in your investment because you can propagate them. And then here again is another beautiful Anthurium. I really love the silvery textures of some of the Anthuriums, and just know, plant foldies, I will be getting into more Anthuriums maybe next year. Over here is a Syngonium Ormthong for only $35, which is a really good price. For this particular wide leaf Syngonium, I really love it. I have one that I actually rehabbed, and it is actually growing very well. But as you can see right here, Mike's nursery, this is another Monstera Thai Constellation mutation. This one is super variegated, and it's only for $175. If you ask me, we are seeing a lot of Monstera Thai Constellations in the market. You know, we see them at big box stores. We see them everywhere, but we don't necessarily see how highly variegated they can be. So go ahead and buy your plants from Mike's Nursery. He does ship, so you can also check out his website. You can also connect with him on Instagram. If you are somebody that is a lover of rare and uncommon variegated plants, specifically Monstera. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to pan around his booth. Let me know in the comment section what you think of Mike's Nursery. I love the fact that I was able to get in here before anybody else was going shopping, because you already know everybody will be flocking Mike's Nursery, especially for the collectors. The next booth we're going to be looking at is the Scenic Route. I love this actual booth because look, it looks like a small brick and mortar shop. They've got some hanging baskets here, and they do have a mix of like easy care, beginner friendly plants, as well as rare and uncommon plants. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pan around and show you what the selection looks like at this particular vendor. And again, please make sure that you are following their socials as well. Foldies, here we go. We are now looking at some Aglaonemas. This one is an Aglaonema red vein, and you can see that that is a plant pricing right over here. I love the Aglaonema red vein, and what I've noticed about the Aglaonema red vein is the more light you give it, the more it's going to actually have more red foliage. It is an easy to care for plant. And you know, as far as the Aglaonemas, this one right here, the Scenic Route, I love that they have different types of the pinkish red Aglaonema. So you can see right here, Aglaonema red Valentine, and then you can see that the plant pricing is right there. So if you're into plants that are colorful pink reddish plants, Aglaonema is where it's at. And you can see right here, Aglaonema Geely red, and you can see that there are some more minute differences in these actual plants. They look very, very similar as well. So sometimes with Aglaonemas, it's whether it's the shape of the leaves, the veining, the particular pink varieties. So you just have to make sure that you get an Aglaonema that already has a plant ID. Calathea stella, that is another beautiful plant. Unfortunately for me, Calatheas are just not going to be part of my plant collection because they're a little bit challenging. And you know, when I think about some of the conversations I had with the creator collective, just some of the different types of plants that we're into, it's quite interesting how diverse we have in terms of our interest for plants. I mean, if you take a look at this right here, this looks like a large leaf Triscanthia. I've never seen it this size. I do love that it's very simple and it's got dark foliage, but that's the thing about going to PlantCon is the fact that you will meet so many amazing individuals, you will see so many amazing vendors, and you'll learn so much in terms of what people's aesthetics or tastes are. Like for instance, Anthurium dorayaki, this is the kind of Anthurium I would like to grow. I just really like the look of it. I love the silver foliage and the velvety texture, and you can notice that the common denominator for a lot of these vendors at PlantCon is they are carrying some form of a velvety texture Anthurium, and that's when you can tell that it is a trending plant. Aglaonema pictum tricolor, you can see right here, look at how beautiful this is. Now the Aglaonema pictums are different than just the regular Aglaonemas, so that is another type of species or subspecies in Aglaonemas that I love. And then you can just see right over here we have so many other plants to pick from Scenic Route. And that's the thing with going to PlantCon, I wish that I was able to cover pretty much every single vendor. Unfortunately, there was just just so much going on, and that's the reason why I feel like even making longer format content, sometimes you get in the moment, you're having these conversations with different types of plant lovers and vendors that sometimes you don't just necessarily get to a particular vendor. So I do want to apologize in advance if I was not able to feature every single plant vendor. Just know that I am attempting to get everybody on these videos. But as you can see right here, Homelamenta camouflage, I really love the look of this. And as a side note, I just wish that I had a little bit more time, especially when there were not as many people shopping, to film the actual vendors. But you can see Aglaonema Pictum tricolor looks very similar to an Aglaonema camouflage. I love that it's got a matte finish, different types of it just literally looks like camouflage full foliage. Now with the Aglaonema Pictum tricolor, some people will say that it's a challenging plant, but for me it's quite easy, and it's actually a faster grower for me than that typical Aglaonema. Again, let's popularize Aglaonema, hashtag popularize Aglaonema. Let me know in the comment section what you think, and the plants that I've featured so far, let me know which ones you would buy. And then right here is Verdure Culture. So this is a good friend of mine that actually is based out in Dallas, Texas. Verdure Culture actually acclimates and grows tissue culture plants. So you can see that this is the prime example of an amazing plant vendor that has pretty much every single plant that is variegated. Now they did mention that if there is a green plant, it's because that is a plant that reverted, but you talk about the name of the game is variegation. Verdure Culture is the place to be. They've got so many different types of philodendrons, monsteras, and definitely has an extensive collection of alocaceas and even anthurium. So this was a main event type vendor. I am just glad that I was able to feature it, and more so it is a representation of the Dallas-Fort Worth plant community. The Dallas-Fort Worth plant community is definitely a strong one. It is a united one, and it is one that can, even on a standalone international stage, they are able to get these plants. And that's the reason why I am proud to be part of the DFW community in terms of plants. And there's just a really strong connection with each other. As you can see right here, I'm going to just pan around and show you this. I mean, look at this. That is an Alocasia variegated stingray. Beautiful, isn't it? Let me know in the comment section below. And guys, let's make sure plant foldies to give Verdure Culture a lot of love. Follow them on Instagram. Let them know you are a plant foldie, and let's just get this trending right here. I'm just gonna go walk around and show you the variegated plants. I mean, there's really not much to say. Now, the one plant on the very bottom right hand corner, that Alocasia serendipity, is a wish list plant of mine. And I mean, take a look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. This is really a culmination of hard work and just extensive care for these plants. And again, these are all plants that are sustainably sourced, priced effectively. And if you're going to buy a variegated Alocasia, just know that they keep the corms there. They don't dig out the corms. So you might get a bonus plant or 2 or 3. So this is the reason why I feel like, in terms of just really getting verdure culture out there, please get them trending. Make them one of your main sources of rare and uncommon plants, whether it is anthuriums that you like, variegated monsteras, variegated philodendrons, or better yet, variegated Alocasia. So let's give them some love. Definitely leave some comments in the comments section, and let's just walk around and let me know what you think. Now, if you made it this far into the video, number 1, thank you for supporting this video. Number 2, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And if for some reason you have the option to press the hype button, can we please hype up PlantCon Dallas? I would love for this video to reach even more plant lovers, because we've got to grow the PlantCon brand, but even more so, we need to get these vendors out there for everybody to see. Verdure Culture is one of my favorites. I love the people behind it, and it was just really good to be able to talk to them. And just know we will be doing a feature of their plants in the future. So if you haven't pressed the subscribe button with all the notification bell on, let's do that today. Please do that. If not for me, but for the actual vendors, because I will be making even more content. But look at this begonia right over here. So they've got an extensive collection of plants. I do love the fact that their booth was also set up with some beautiful grow lights. It really illuminated the plants. It made you really want to spend all your money at Culture booth. Right here, Culture. What an amazing booth over here. Definitely follow their socials. Support a local Dallas-Fort Worth business. It is a small business, but it does pack huge impact with all of the beautiful variegated plants. So the next vendor we're going to be looking at is one of my favorite vendors, and you already know Plant Foldies. I definitely want to highlight the amazing Dallas local plant vendors. This one is Caleb's Tropicals, and if you haven't heard of Caleb's Tropicals, you will learn more about Caleb's Tropicals as I showcase his amazing booth. Again, Caleb's Tropicals is a local small business out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He hybridizes all of these anthuriums at his home in Dallas, Texas. So these are all Dallas, Texas hybrids, and you can just see that he has a great setup. Now, for those that want to have a more in-depth look at Caleb and Caleb's Tropicals anthuriums, definitely watch my YouTube episode where I had the pleasure of visiting his place out in Dallas, Texas, where we had an open conversation about his anthurium hybrids, and you get to know Caleb even more so. And Caleb is an amazing person. He is very down to earth, humble, and just willing to share all of his knowledge and passion about anthuriums. He is a law student, but at the end of the day, he is also somebody that just loves plants. And that's another reason why whenever you go to PlantCon, you will be just surrounded by so many amazing people that loves plants. And as you can see right here, he's got many different hybrids of anthuriums that he has made himself. And you can see that the different types of leaves and just different types of anthuriums he's crossed. He has some seedlings that he just started, and I am just in awe of all of the anthuriums he has. Again, please follow at Caleb's Tropicals on Instagram. Give him your support. He does do Facebook purges, I believe, and also sells his anthuriums at local plant swaps and community sales out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So you don't necessarily have to go to PlantCon to see his amazing hybrids, but I will tell you, these Dallas plant vendors are definitely up to par with any international sellers. I would even say all of Caleb's tropical anthuriums could be placed in some type of international plant show. I love how he has them organized, and all of his anthuriums are definitely made with a lot of care and love. And we did talk about just the selection process for them to make it to this point. We did talk about like anthurium culling and just picking the best specimens, because he is very passionate about making sure to have plants that have sustainable genetics and breeding. And I absolutely love that. Again, he has really opened my eyes in terms of just the anthurium market. I mean, you can see right here, this is one of the crosses I wanted to get, and this is only for $30. So if I'm going to be collecting even more more anthuriums. I'm definitely going to be picking up some more from Caleb's Tropicals. And, you know, as far as being in Dallas, Texas, this is the reason why I am just really excited, because just like Verdure Culture, Caleb's Tropicals is another local Dallas business, and that's why I definitely wanted to highlight a lot of our vendors out here and just the people around it. I am just really proud to say that I'm part of this plant community, and Caleb's Tropicals, amazing, amazing, amazing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and walk around here. As you can see, Caleb is just being super busy getting his booth set up. Again, the light has started to shine through the window, so you can see that the sun has already risen, and now that as this video kind of progresses, you will see that more people are going to be starting to come in. I believe at this point, they may have already let some early access people go, but as you can see right here, I really like this hybrid. Like, this one is only for $40, and you can see that it's definitely got some interesting silver notes to the anthurium leaves as well. Please feel free to leave in the comment section what you think about these anthuriums, if you are an anthurium collector, and if you have bought plants from Caleb's Tropicals. If you haven't, definitely consider doing that. And you can even see all of his mother plants on display. I already got a VIP pass to actually see these mother plants in his home, and you can just see absolute gorgeousness. So I'm just gonna stop my commentary for a second. If you haven't already pressed the thumbs up or like button for this video, do it for Caleb's Tropicals at least. Let's get this video trending. Let's get people excited, and definitely support our local and small businesses out in Dallas, Texas. What beautiful anthuriums Caleb's Tropical has. And now we're looking at your favorite plant plug. So as you can see right here, I really like this setup as well. I love the banner. I love how full this vendor is, and you can see that there are a variety of different types of plants. I love how they just have such a jungle vibe around it. And then this is one of my absolute favorite vendors of all time in terms of just plant con and any plant shows. It is Prop and Grow, and this is a family-owned business headed by Sabria and Eddie. I love y'all so much, and for those that are not following Prop and Grow on Instagram, definitely follow them. Let them know you are a plant foldie. You can actually shop their website, propandgrow.com. They are able to ship nationwide. And what's interesting about this nursery, it is a traveling nursery, meaning they do several different types of plant shows, plant pop-ups, and we're going to just look at some of their plants as well. I love Prop and Grow. I have been seeing their selections just grow. And so they have just a massive selection And I remember going to Dallas Plant Con the previous year, and I remember how they had such a huge booth, and they featured a lot of budget-friendly plants, some really basic, easy care plants, and their whole booth sold through. But as you can see right here, Prop and Grow, it is a licensed nursery, certified licensed nursery. This is their information right here. You feel free to press the pause button to just check that out. But now they also have so many rare and uncommon plants. They've got the Croton Rose, for instance, that trending Croton Rose plant available. And you can see right here, they've got a Philodendron Emerald King. I love the fact that they just have so many different varieties of plants. So whether it is a different type of aroid, philodendrons, monsteras, just anything you can think of, Hoyas, Syngoniums, Alocasias, anything you can possibly think of, Prop and Grow has it. You can see they've got a variegated philodendron red Congo, and I love it, love it, love it. So they do have a range of different types of plants, from rare and uncommon plants, but also easy care and basic plants. That's the beauty of Prop and Grow. And I just love the fact that it is a family-owned business that travels all over the United States. And, as a Black-owned business, I love the fact that we do see the diversity, as well as that visibility for Black-owned businesses in a time where we need to celebrate diversity, and the fact that they are really showing what an entrepreneurship looks like for a Black-owned business. It is amazing. And, Sabria and Eddie, kudos to y'all. You guys have always shown me kindness, and this is the reason why, for those that watch my long format content on PlantCon, I spend quite a bit of time talking about Prop and Grow. I love the selection of plants. I mean, you can see right here, look at this Alocasia. It's just an Alocasia silver dragon, and then they have all of these other varieties of plants. I am super, super impressed on how they are able to haul around these plants and keep their booths definitely in stock, full and impactful. I mean, Syngonium, milk confetti, for instance, look at that. And they have some really nice, healthy plants. This one is super full in a 6-inch planter, and only for $25. That is a really good plant pricing for this Syngonium milk confetti, because it's super full, it's super lush. So say if you are a Syngonium lover, you can go to Prop and Grow and get many different varieties. Same thing with Alocasias. Look at this Alocasia silver dragon. And I would even say, in terms of the selection of plants, the availability of plants, the diversity of plants, the fullness of plants, and also the individuals behind this vendor, this is really what signifies PlantCon. PlantCon has it all, and I love the fact that Prop and Grow, especially since I was granted this access to go make this content before all of the other people that are coming in shopping are buying up these plants, I'm at least able to showcase how super full, how super organized Prop and Grow plant shop is. And you can see right there, that's Verger Culture and Caleb's Tropicals. Now, a couple of people have mentioned that they felt like PlantCon may not have been as busy in Dallas. I would just say that it may not have felt as busy because it didn't feel as congested or crowded. They definitely had a much larger venue, which honestly, to me, I like that, because instead of being shoulder to shoulder on people, you had more space to haul your wagons around, to be able to just take in the moment and enjoy all of these plants. So as you can see right here, they've got Alocasia Mickey Mouse. I am curious to see what y'all think of Prop and Grow Plant Shop, what plants you would buy if you were actually at PlantCon. And again, for those that have made it this far into this long format YouTube video, thank you again for investing your time to watch this YouTube video. I will have several other parts, several episodes that are at least going to be a minimum of 1 hour, so you can see all of your favorite vendors as well. I did my very best to try and film as much content, but again, with me actually showing my face now on social media and YouTube, I was a little bit more in tune to just socializing with a lot of the people that have come to me. Really appreciate all of the plant foldies, the kind people that have really given me the support, have come up to me during the PlantCon show and really just told me how much they appreciated this YouTube channel, I will say that I am even more inspired to continue to create content like this. And I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying this video. I know that my content is a little bit different than most content these days because a lot of people are really into short form content, reels, vertical type content versus the horizontal classic format. But to get back to this vendor right here, Prop and Grow. I mean, look at this. They have their alocaceas, they've got their calatheas, they've got their syngoniums, they've got everything. But one thing is for sure, they will never really run out of plants, whether it is a basic easy care plant or a rare and uncommon plant. And what I love about it is they are able to ship nationwide. One of their highlights that I would say that I was really impressed is the fact that they actually had a variegated ficus lyrata. As you can see in the background right here, they've got different types of anthuriums, even the blooming ones that may not necessarily be popular. They've even got an anthurium fingers, but this is one of my favorite plants. And if I wasn't on a no-buy method in terms of PlantCon, I would have probably bought this one hands down. That one is only for, I think, $120 or $150. And again, Prop and Grow has been plant influenced to carry more Aglaonema. So this is one of their best sellers. I would even say they've got this trending. This is an Aglaonema sweet candy, and this one is for $37. They mentioned that this is a hard Aglaonema to keep in stock because it's super popular. Thanks to the plant foldies for making Aglaonemas a little bit more popular to the general public. I am honored that Sabria and Eddie had mentioned that the reason why they've collected and actually carried more Aglaonema is because of the plant foldy. It's because of our community, and I absolutely love it. You can see right here, we've got an Aglaonema green paloma for $37. And all of these Aglaonema, if you check their website, propandgrow.com, you can order and get it shipped to you. And this is the Aglaonema White Romance. So I told myself I wasn't going to buy any plants. But how do you not buy this Aglaonema? This one is quite interesting because I love the white stems, but also how like the pastel look of this plant is. You can tell that it's got some very extensive roots already, and it looks like it will continue to grow. So here's the backstory of it. So I really wasn't trying to spend any money on Aglaonema White Romance, but I ended up doing a live vertical streaming on YouTube. And you know, plant foldies, y'all know I'm very transparent. I was slightly joking around, but I told Sabria, the CEO and owner of Prop and Grow, that I needed to put this plant on layaway, or at least have her hold it until I could raise funds via super sticker. So for those that don't know, if you ever want to give a monetary tip for a YouTube content creator, you can do it in the form of what they call a super sticker or super thanks. It is like the $sign on the bottom right-hand corner. You can send any amount, and that was helping just fund some of the content supplies, I would suppose. But I was going around saying, plant foldies, if you want to drop a super sticker or a super thanks, or even gift YouTube membership tiers. And let me just talk a little bit about that. If you want to join my YouTube membership tier, it's literally for the price of a cup of coffee, $2.99. You will get access to some more exclusive members-only content. You'll also get perks, additional perks to the YouTube channel. But I was pushing that heavily throughout my PlantCon journey. And, you know, at the end of the day, I ended up just buying the Aglaonema White Romance. It was actually my only in-person purchase for PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, Texas. And I'm really thankful that I was able to get that Aglaonema. So side story there, y'all know that I love to chat and talk. And you can see this one is another Aglaonema White Romance, but obviously I got the better deal because the other one was a little bit super full. But you know, with Aglaonemas, plant care tips, because I've been talking about Aglaonemas throughout this video, is literally they can tolerate lower light conditions, especially the greener varieties that you could find at big box stores. But like, for instance, this Aglaonema Super White, you really want to give it bright indirect light in order for it to really maintain the coloration. Aglaonemas don't like to stay too wet, or otherwise you will root rot them. They have very thick roots, almost like a succulent. I would say they are a little bit susceptible to getting mold, so you don't want to put them in a wet environment. Otherwise, just water when the soil is completely dry, bright indirect light, and you are good to go. This is a philodendron orange marmalade, and this one is another beautiful philodendron that Prop and Grow has. With these neon variety plants, again, you want to give it lots of great bright indirect light. If you reduce the lighting, it will actually revert more so back to a greener tone. Same thing with this philodendron golden crocodile, which is quintessential in terms of neon colored plants. Really love the look of this plant. This one, as it matures and grows up, it will get even more serrated leaves. And you can see this is a very good specimen from Prop and Grow. So a lot of their plants from Prop and Grow are definitely sustainably sourced, super healthy, and you are really getting a lot of value for their plant pricing. So again, if you are somebody that really supports PlantCon International, really supports family-owned businesses such as Prop and Grow, definitely follow, PlantCon's Instagram and all socials. Same thing with Prop and Grow. And as I kind of round up this first installment of my coverage of PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, Texas, you can see that the sun is now out. They're about to let some of the early access people in, and it's going to start getting chaotic. I'm going to try to avoid getting lots of people in my content in terms of the videos, so you will see me just kind of panning around the plants. But otherwise, this is really the one thing that I wanted to highlight, is just to give you a glimpse of what a plant show looks like before you let them in. And you can see right here, Fidel the Pondon is actually out at Prop and Grow's booth, just because he is entering a bio orb competition where they're creating some terrariums. He actually ended up winning the competition. So go Fidel. He is somebody that is definitely all about the Dallas-Fort Worth community. He is somebody that I work alongside closely. I've gotten to know them. I've gotten to know Fidel even more so over this past year. And I really love the fact that he continues to grow as an individual, continues to grow his very engaged followers. And I look forward to working with Fidel for future collaborations in terms of just highlighting vendors, the plant community, and all of these plant shows. So definitely follow the Pondon on Instagram. He has a couple of classes and seminars that he has in terms of talking about semi-hydro growing and terrariums. But to go back to Prop and Grow Plant Shop, look at this. And as I wrap up today's first episode of my content for PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, Texas, I really hope you guys have really enjoyed just walking alongside with me to see these beautiful plants. There are so many more episodes installed, hours and hours of worth of episodes, because I really did try my very best to capture this. Hello, Fidel. You can see he is at this booth searching for plants right over here. Look at this variegated alocasia. Stunning, isn't it? And that's the reason why, if you've never made it to a plant con, there's definitely 6 that I believe that are already scheduled for 2026. I hope that I can run into y'all. And for the plant foldies that actually showed up at this event, for the plant foldies that took the time to greet me, talk to me, engage with me, I am humbled and very appreciative. And of course, for the Creator Collective, y'all got to meet some of these folks. Definitely give them their support, and also consider joining my YouTube membership tier. This is Richie at Growfolds. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Definitely check out more of my PlantCon footage soon.